Claude Opus 5 versus Claude Fable 5. Anthropic's two frontier-class models compared. Anthropic's Claude 5 lineup has 4 tiers. Haiku 5 for speed. Sonnet 5 is the everyday default. Opus 5, the new proactive workhorse. And Fable 5, the most capable publicly available model, built on the same underlying system as Mythos 5, Anthropic's most advanced and most tightly restricted model. Here's the timeline. Fable 5 and Mythos 5 launched together on June 9. Just 3 days later, Anthropic suspended access to both to comply with a U.S. export control directive citing national security. After roughly 2 weeks of negotiation, the directive was lifted and access was restored on June 30. Opus 5 arrived weeks later, on July 24, as a lower-cost companion to Fable 5. The headline difference is price. Opus 5 costs $5 per million input tokens and $25 per million output tokens, the same rate as its predecessor, Opus 4.8. Fable 5 costs $10 input and $50 output. That's exactly double on both sides. Anthropic is explicit about the pitch. Opus 5 gets close to Fable 5 intelligence at half the price. On coding and knowledge work benchmarks like SWE-Bench and GDP Valet, Anthropic says Opus 5 actually sets a new state-of-the-art among its models. Fable 5 still leads on the hardest, longest horizon tasks, and on raw software engineering benchmarks like SWE-Bench Pro, where it scores over 80%. Neither model touches Mythos 5 cybersecurity capabilities. That edge stays locked to a small set of vetted partners. So how are they positioned? Opus 5 is built to be used every day, proactive, self-verifying, and now the default model on Claude Max and the strongest option on Claude Pro. Fable 5 is built for days-long autonomous projects, the kind of work where you hand off a task and let it run, backed by a 1 million token context window. Opus 5 also ships with a feature Fable 5 doesn't have, an adjustable effort dial. Set it low for fast, cheap responses, or high for maximum reasoning. There's also a fast mode at twice the base price for when speed matters more than cost. It's a direct answer to complaints that Fable 5 token burn rate made costs unpredictable. There's a meaningful safety and privacy difference too. Opus 5 does not retain user data for 30 days. Fable 5 does, specifically as part of Anthropic's ongoing safety monitoring, given its more advanced capabilities. Anthropic also describes Opus 5 as its safest model yet, with the lowest rates of deceptive behavior of anything it has released. So which one should you actually reach for? If you're doing daily coding, knowledge work, or agentic tasks where cost per call adds up fast, Opus 5 is very likely the better default. If you're running a long, autonomous, high-stakes project where raw capability matters more than price, Fable 5 remains Anthropic's strongest publicly available option. To recap, Opus 5 is the new cost-efficient daily driver, priced at $5 and $25 per million tokens. Fable 5 is the most capable model you can get without special access, priced at $10 and $50, built for the longest and hardest jobs. Same underlying philosophy, different job descriptions, and for most day-to-day work, Opus 5 is where Anthropic wants you to start.